Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I'm going to be playing in one of my scrap boxes. Now, I do have a video to show how I sorted these, but this is the bottom of my scrap pile. I have a whole bunch of smaller boxes on top of it, and this is the box that I throw things that are a little bit bigger, but stronger, that I would make bases out of. Like take something like this, around the edges, make a journal card, or fold it over, make a folder, fold it over, make a tag, etc. So what I thought I would do today is just go through these and make some shapes of bases, and then maybe decorate a few. Because I also, I was recently cleaning my area, and I ran across, I had three of these envelopes full with Tim Holtz ephemera. And I'm pretty sure two of them were exactly the same, another one was the third, but they're pretty much all Tim Holtz ephemera. So I'm thinking I might use some of this to put on some of this. And I also had, I didn't want to put these in there because I thought they would get lost, but I got the Tim Holtz strips and the Tim Holtz small snippets. I've been using the big snippets in my journals to make belly bands. But then I also have, which is similar to those, I got these from Hobby Lobby, but they're like chipboardy kind of elements. Got that, and the, whoops, I don't know, it's not set up. Floral, I have those, and as well as this one, which is a little bit more travel-y. So I thought these kind of chipboardy kind of things would be great on these, and just make a whole random collection. So I'm gonna put these pieces away for a second. All right, let's put that to the side, and we'll go from there. So basically what I'm gonna do, well, that one's already been cut already. I'll put that to the side. So basically I'm gonna look at something and think, could I make this a pocket? Could I make it a tag? Based on how big it is. This is about 4.5. This will probably make a good, nice tall pocket. Now I gotta find my, oh, there it is. I think this needs a wider, longer divot than the smaller thumb hole. So we'll take that. And I'm not gonna ink anything right now because I'm not sure what it is, but we're gonna call that one done. And that will be a pocket. And I know it's a pocket because it's got the little divot in there. All right, this would be a fun journal card. And it's bigger, so I'm gonna just take my rounder and I'm just gonna round the edges. And I do have that red journal right now that I might need to make a tag or tuck with, so we'll put that in there. All right, let's see, what's this one? That kind of looks like it could be a pocket. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, it's double-sided. Well, it could be fun. But I don't think I want to get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to make this one a tag. So I'm going to round it with the smaller rounder. And go from there. Yeah, because the thumb hole would have been right there. And I wouldn't want to get rid of that 35 cents. So this would be a fun tag. Okay. Yeah, so now this would be a fun tall tag. So we are just going to make it into a tag. Done. Of course, I'm going to be filled with these little divot things. Oh, I got a purple journal coming up. Oh, this is definitely a tall tag. But you know what? I think I'm going to use my Euro punch. Oops. There we go. And do that. But I think I will fancy up the sides. I'm taking out all my punches today. And do a little fun notch out of it. It's fancy. And I can do either side. All right, yeah, so this is basically what I like to do occasionally, is go through these. Oop, that's already been done. And, all right, journal card. That side. Just go through these and see what I can make for bases, and then we can decorate. Now let me show you, because I already did some. I don't want to have you sit through and go through all of my, because I can sit here and make little bases all day long. I just love doing it. I get the old tiny ones. Ooh, shoot. I need tiny ones. Oh, these would be great. All right, let's see if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to round the edges with all of these. Let's see if I can do 2 at a time. Yep, there we go. I need some small ones for some little pockets I did. And then I'll show you the ones that I did. Sorry, I got little, 3 is its maximum. And I probably should stop this. Okay. Remind me not to do 3 ever again. My luck, I'm gonna break it. And I love my rounders. Yeah, these are great little sizes. Okay. All right, so these are what I just punched it in. And see how quick it is to just go ahead and, you know, figure out, make a little decision of what you're gonna make. Tall tag, top, small corners on the bottom. Nice little tag. Okay, so let me get this to the side. All right, let's put my rounders and etc. away, because we don't need those. Close that. All right, so here is a pile that I've done already. Oh, that's what I forgot to bring out. I did have my tab punch to make some tab things. So this was just a cute little folded pocket that I thought I'd make some tabs from. Probably could have rounded the edges a little bit, but I don't think the rounder will get in there. So we're just gonna do that. That's much better. And just simple, made a pocket out of that one because it went this way. Oh, this was, that's what I forgot to show. I have some taller ones in that container. I think they were buried farther down because I had gone through a bunch already. So I have taller ones like these, and especially if they're white in the back, and I think they'll be okay, is I'll take them and I'll fold them in half and glue them together so that they're stronger if they're a little bit thinner, and make things like this into a, because it was tall going this way, so make that into a little pocket. Again, I showed you that tag, and this was, I'm pretty sure, a Tim Holtz, but it was left over, so I made that into a file folder. Just rounding some. This I actually added a sticker. I think it was laying around. Just rounded. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was testing out those clear stickers I did. So this was just folded over to make a little side tuck, and I wrapped the label around there, and this was part of the label at the bottom, so I just threw it on there just because fun. And I didn't make any of those when I was doing this. Is just a nice, be able to write in there kind of a thing, just rounded. I have a side tuck, or this was probably just laying there, so I just threw it in there. Pocket, reversible tags. I had 2 of them, so tags. Here's one again, one of those folded. Did I glue it, or is it just folded? Oh, it is glued. So I had white on the inside, so now it is double-sided. This is actually was thrown in there from before. This is the when I did the Who's Got Mail journal. I had to take a second to think about it, where I put the tissue paper on there, but it's like a tall belly band to be decorated. This was just a tall journal card rounded. Again, some more pockets folded in half. These are from, that's a pocket from a video I did. This had gotten a weird fold, so I thought this would work for like a flip out, or to do as a wrap around. So yeah, so just those are some of the things that I had decorated, or not decorated, that I had just created into something a little bit more where I can make a tag out of. So let's grab the box and see what we can make. All right, so here is two that I had made earlier just to upside down, play with it. So this was just a card that I rounded the edges. You can see the base, and I added one of those, like I said, Tim Holtz things, some of my tidbits, a little bit of vintage tape. Those are one of the number chipboards that I have. And again, another one of those rounded, just a little washi tape, one of those little strip snippet things, sticker. This is a Tim Holtz card. That is a little ink, alcohol ink, another one of those chipboard numbers. But yeah, so that's what I'm going for, just some random ephemera. All right, so let's grab something that could be fun. I totally see floral on this. Oh, I love that. I love it. All right, let's do that. Now, I do have my ink if I want to ink something. And I do like to ink the Tim Holtz stuff because it's a little thicker. So it does have the white core. I do like that color on there. Probably end up just trimming that leaf down. Oh, there we go. Isn't it funny how something, you just move it and all of a sudden it's like, there it goes. I wish I could tell you why, what makes it go like that, but I don't know. This feels like it should be a sticker, but I don't know why it would be a sticker. Oh, it is. This might have gotten in there accidentally as not a Tim Holtz thing. You know, sometimes you clean up stuff and things get put in the wrong spot. All right, so I'll probably just trim that leaf. Just trim these leaves off a little bit. But there we go. All right, I think you're getting trimmed off, but I'm going to throw some glue on there just in case. Just in case. Just ever so slightly went under, so I'm glad I threw some glue on there. All right, and a tad bit of boo-boo tape would be nice there, right across that bottom. Yeah, I like this color green with it. Was too big. All right, I'm gonna see if I can put that back on here. And I think I might do that one next because that green would probably go with it. That's funny. I'm gonna do a card because the washi tape I found, or the vintage tape I found, will go with it. Oh, but there's a pocket. I love it. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling this package got in here accidentally because this does not look like, again, this is a sticker. Yeah, somehow some stickers got in here, but that's okay. It's just a weird collection of stuff. And maybe I don't cover it up too much because this is really pretty. Just on its own. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's in there. That's what happens when you clean up randomly. I think, what do I think? I think you need something more angular. Well, that's pretty colors on there. I like that. Oh, I think I like that. Strange as it may seem, maybe it doesn't seem strange. Cover up that poison. I think these are pharmacy labels. I think I need some sort of washi to go down there. Why not a strip of garden flowers? Why not, I say. Around. And we'll put the butterfly on a slight angle. And I still might find like a little tidbit or a number to put on here. Oops. I think red is definitely red there, red there. Nice long number. Let's do that. All right. Just clip the edges. And we'll throw some ink on here. I don't want to cover the flowers too much, but right on the edge. Oh, a cute little dragonfly in there. Cute. Yes. Busy, but I think that goes well with it. Let's put the glue back together. And oh, I was going to use that washi tape or that boo-boo tape. Can I put it somewhere? There we go. Cute. All right. Okay, let's go something a little bit. Oops, get in there. All right, let's go something purple. I do have that purple journal that'll be next. I I don't mind having to cut it in half. Yeah, somehow I got a batch of stickers in here from something. I don't know what happened. I was actually not sure what the theme of the purple journal is going to be, so I really can kind of go with anything. Well, that really screams purple, doesn't it? I also have that. I have this. No, that could be pretty. I was thinking possibly, I do have one page from the digital collection already made up that has butterfly on it. So purple with butterflies is not out of the question. I think I like it on that side better. But I need something behind it. That kind of breaks up the purple. Now, that would be a waste of that card. That's just the wrong color. All right. So I just put a little book page, but I do have that. Let's try this one. This one has a lot of travel-y kind of things, but that could be possible. Oh, hello, Paris. I like that. I like that. And I'll find a little stamp, but I think I'll find one of those purple stamps. Okay, I think we might have it. All right, so this is going to go down first. I'll have to trim that off. It's just a tad long. And we'll put that on that side. Sometimes it's fun to just do this. I wouldn't call it mindless, but just playing without really a specific purpose in mind necessarily. And playing with stuff that I don't play with a lot. Like I said, I had those 3 packages of Tim Holtz ephemera that I was like hoarding, and I should not do that. All right, we're going to put some sort of do I want blue? There is that purplish kind of bluish looking, but I don't think I have blue on white, really. In the tidbits, I sort of have it in these guys, but not in the tidbits. Oh, it's gonna be gone. I had it and it's gone. Oh well. It was like a little date in blue, and it's gone. Okay, I don't think I'll do that. It's a little bit brighter than that beige. All right, just gonna snip the corners and put this down after I ink it, and look for a purple stamp to put right there. And then I call this one done. Oh, I gotta trim that. All right, we'll center that. I am not opposed to centering something. All right, purple, purple. Oh, I don't like that. It's too big. All right, that's better. Yeah, that's cute. Let me trim this. What's nice is this back is light enough that it could be written on. So that definitely works. That definitely works. All right, let's do one more. And what do I feel like doing? Oh, some of those little ones. Now, of course, when I say one more, you're just a tad tall. I could cut it down, but okay. Sorry, I just totally was just sitting here, just looking at all these cute things in here. Well, what can I use? I forgot you were there. Well, hopefully you're still there. We've got some big cards down there. Okay, let's see. All right, I definitely like this one. So let's start with that one. And I think we, oops, words correct way. Let's try that. A ticket and some washi at the bottom. All right, this washi has some like maps of green and kind of a brownish color. So I think that would work well. And we'll trim that down. So I hope this encourages you to just go out and play, have some fun with some stuff. There's nothing wrong with just playing to play. All right, I just need a little tidbit there, one of those round squares. But not. I don't want to get out my thing and make a stamp. And get the stamps out and stamp directly. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because if you could see around my desk right now, all the stuff that I have out to do this, it is definitely a craft-a-lanch just waiting to happen. I'll just say that. Because I have so many fun things that I want to play with. I'm just sitting here thinking, I really gotta figure out a way to extend my work area somehow. All right. Yeah, that's cute. I am gonna trim it because this is not it's not gonna be a pocket or a tuck, but it could be. It definitely has that ability because it's thicker to be able to put somewhere and be able to tuck something behind it. But that would even go cute on something. But it is definitely more, I have it geared toward doing a sticking in a pocket, because lately I've had some smaller things that had pockets that needed tucking in. This is like an original Inkbox card, not like my mega ones, but yeah. Okay, all right, this needs to go that way, and we'll glue that down. I know I said one more, but it's one style. Whoops. Well, at least it flipped over and didn't glue itself to the wrong spot. Okay, let's do that. right, let's make sure we get some glue on those antennas because they are bending in the wind. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have it hang off a little. Some people are opposed to trimming these, but I don't know. I think they look, I think it adds a bit of interest to them when they are off the page, as they say. And a number. Yeah, that's cute. Simple, but fun. I really do like both of these, but they really don't have anything that goes with them very well at the moment. Let's see if I can find something small to go with that. Maybe one of these guys. I really think I could, a lot of these would go with some of these darker ones that I have, like these guys. These would be fun on here. I'll have to play with those next time, you know. Okay, you appear to be in the wrong spot, that is for sure. Put you with that one. Too bright. Some of the smaller stuff ends up falling at the bottom with the unique shapes. All right, I think this deserves a little bitty of a ticket in the background. We'll have it go off the page. Again, I won't wrap around. That is definitely a cluster. There it is. I'm like, where did it go? Somehow it got pushed under. I can't wait to watch the video back and see what the heck happened there. Let's see what this looks like after I trim it. think it's necessary. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I probably should add some sort of maybe tape to that. Just to anchor that little bitty corner down. I'm just going to find a little piece of tape. Okay. That's better. I like that now. That's cute. Okay. All right, so we got this one last one, and then we're definitely calling it done. And I definitely like this, but I think I'm gonna cut it in half. I'll have to trim a little bit more just to get it to go over. Well, the thought was better in my head. Yeah, the thought was definitely better in my head. I don't think I want a camera now that I got that megaphone. I think it's too many squares and rectangles that's throwing me off on this one. A feather? That would not make any sense whatsoever. Nope, 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 nope. Well, I don't know if I can. I like the colors with it, that is for sure. hole. Or do I do? You know, sometimes you just get stuck in something until you're like, that's not going to work. And I don't want to end the video in this at all. I feel bad, like I should have stopped one earlier. Okay, I think I got it. All right, this is going to go up and down. Like I had a glimpse of it in my eye. Okay, you are the sticker. I always forget it's easier to pull the front or the back off. Okay, you are going to go down, and then you're going to go there. And I'm going to put you a little bit of ink right down there. There we go. I actually might like it. I actually might like it with a piece of tape at the bottom. We're going to use this bizarre, really raggedy one to give these rectangles a bit of fun. I'm not going to be able to cut it completely to all the little jiggy jaggies, but even though it's white around there, it's not really white because it's on clear sticker paper. And there we go. I like it now. Took me a bit to get to it, but I definitely like it now. Okay. Well, I think this was fun. Might have been a bit chaotic for a minute or two, but I definitely had some fun working on these. And if you want to hang around, give me a second. I'm going to clean this up, and I'll show you these up close and personal. All right, so if you like random ephemera making, please give the video a thumbs up. Add a comment if you'd like also, maybe what your favorite is. I would appreciate it. This is the one that I did off camera. I'm going to do my pile of other ones that I can still work on. And this one was also done off camera. And we'll show you the ones we did on camera. I really like that one. That's going to be pretty in the floral journal. I like how that came out. And another one that is probably go in the purple journals. Very fun. And the four little guys that I just made. My tragically difficult child. That one's cute. I really like that one too. And that one is fun. And that one is nice and simple. All right. That's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by. And I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.